Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey what's up? My name is Caitlin and this is a channel where I talk all things toys and dolls. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit different of a video. I'm going to be doing a gift guide. So I'm doing dolls for every budget, $35 and under. We're going to talk about all the dolls that I really like that make great Christmas gifts that are friendly for every budget. And yeah, there's a lot to go through, so let's dive in. For the first category, we're doing $10 and under. First off, I have Dream Ella. They are $8.99 for these three specifically. There are some that are like $10.99, $12.99, that range, that are a little more deluxe. But these three that are in like the career outfits, and then there are some others that are like this, are $8.99. They're super cute. Not a ton of articulation, but they're really good for play. They're really pretty, and some of their clothing pieces are really cute. Next up, we have Zombies Forever. They are $9.99. I really like these. I need desperately to pick some up. They are blind bag style. They do have codes on the bottom, so you can kind of cheat a little bit, but they're super cute. You can swap their hair, swap their outfits, and just have your own little unique zombie. I love blind bags. I love the idea of this, and I think they're super cute. Next up, we have Hair Amazing. These are $4.97, so very budget friendly. $4.97 each. The pack in the back, I believe, is like $25 to $30, which is still a really good deal for the mini dolls you're getting. Facially, these dolls are stunning, and I really like their clothing pieces too. Again, not a lot of articulation, but their faces are gorgeous, and so is their hair. Next up, we have Naturalistas for $9.99. There are some Naturalistas that are higher end, but all of these pictured are $9.99, as well as some others. I love their hair, I love their clothing, their faces are gorgeous. This brand is really good and is doing really well. They're really beautiful. I need to pick some up for sure. Next up, we have the Disney Mattel dolls for $8.99 each. These dolls are really beautiful. Again, we're running into the not a lot of articulation, and these do have molded on tops. But facially, these dolls are stunning. If you're someone who likes to rebody dolls, these make great ones for that too, because their faces are really beautiful. Very strong Disney dolls in my opinion. I really like them. Next up, we have Cave Club. This is a weird one. I put $9.99 and under, but they honestly really range. These are Amazon only dolls at this point, unless you find them at like a Tuesday morning or a Marshall's, something like that. But these dolls are beautiful. You can't get them in stores anymore, but I still really like them. I've seen them as low as like $4.99 and as high as like $12.99. So they do range, but $9.99 seems to be a good price point to put them at. They're beautiful dolls, really stunning. Love their hair, love their faces, love their articulation. Great dolls. We have Barbie Extra Mini Minis up next. These are $6.97. Super cute. They are little. They're kind of on like the LOL Minis scale, or like the Kelly dolls, that kind of thing. Chelsea dolls. Kelly's from my childhood. Anyway, they're super cute though. I really like these. I love the style that they have and how much goes into these dolls for as little as they are. I think they're really worth it. Next up, we have Karma's World for $7.39 each. I believe this is a TV show, or Karma might be a real person. I'm not 100% sure, but the dolls are really cute. I love their style. I love their hair. The faces are really cute. These are honestly adorable. I've seen them mostly on like Amazon. I haven't really seen them in person for a while, but they are really cute. Next up, we have the Na 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 Minis. They're $9.99. I personally don't really love the Na Na Nas, like the full scale ones, but these minis are the cutest things ever. They're so adorable. I really like these. They're blind bag style, just like the zombies were, but again, kind of semi-blind bag. They do have stickers on the front that kind of tell you what the character is based on the emoji that they have. Super cute. Great style pieces. Very adorable. Very cost effective. Love these. And next up, we have LOL Surprise for $9.99. These again kind of tend to range in price. Once you find them on sale, they're like $4.99, $5.99, but the starting price is $9.99. These are adorable. They're little top figures that are also blind bag. Well, they're blind balls, I guess, but they're super cute, super fun. Really good to pair with like your larger LOL dolls if you have those. It's fun to find their siblings. They're really adorable. Moving on to the $11 to $15 category now. Starting us off with the Latinistas for $12.99. These dolls are gorgeous. They're made by the same company as the Naturalistas, but these ones are just a little bit more deluxe. They have a little bit better outfits. The hair is gorgeous. This one in the green dress is like calling my name. She's so beautiful. They're really pretty dolls, really doing well right now. Love these, highly recommend. Next up, I have Dreamtopia Mermaids for $11.69. These dolls are beautiful. If you have a mermaid lover, these are great. I think you can actually put them in water, but I would fact check that first. These dolls are beautiful. Love their hair, love the bathing suits, love the tails. They're honestly gorgeous. I am a huge mermaid person. I really like these. I wouldn't mind having them myself. Next, I have the Fresh dolls for $12.99. I honestly didn't know these existed until I was doing research for this video. I know about the Fresh Beats dolls, but I did not know these came first, and they are gorgeous, and I need them immediately. Love the one with the blue hair especially. These are super cute. Love them. They're articulated, which is always a plus for the price and the amount that you get with these. I definitely need to pick up one or two, and I recommend that you do too. Next, we have My First Barbie for $13.99 or $14.99, depending on where you're shopping. These are really, really cute. They are kind of articulated. They have that bend and snap kind of joints to them. They're really, really pretty. I especially love the last one here. I think she's gorgeous. But I really like these, especially for someone's first Barbie, hence the name. I think they're great gifts. Next up, we have Barbie Color Reveal for $14.99. These again range in price. I've seen them as low as $11.99 up to $16.99, so you just kind of have to watch these. But these are super, super fun and super cute. There's a whole mystery surprise aspect to them where you don't really know what doll you're getting. I think some of them you can tell, but some of them you can't. And then there's the water aspect where you get to put them in the water to find out what doll you have. And then the fashion's cute. Their faces are really pretty. Honestly, a really fun idea, especially if you have multiple people that you're buying these for that are going to be doing them at the same time, just because it's a fun activity to do together. Next up, I have the Little Mermaid dolls for $14.99. This movie happened this year. It was great. It was fantastic. She's beautiful. Really, really beautiful doll. Beautiful movie. If your kids or the person you're buying for enjoyed the movie, they'll enjoy the doll. Next up, I have the Wizarding World dolls for $14.99. This one's a little niche. They do have to be into either Harry Potter or just wizards in general and not be familiar with the franchise. That's fine too. But these dolls are really, really cute. I love their faces, and I think they would make great gifts, especially for a Harry Potter lover. Next up, I have the Miraculous dolls for $14.99 each. I don't know how much the big pack in the back is. I probably should have looked that up. But these dolls are really, really beautiful. I've never seen the show personally, so I don't really know much about it. But if you have a fan of the show, then they'll definitely be a fan of these dolls. They're really well articulated, beautiful faces. I like them a lot. Now let's dive into the $16 to $25 range. Starting us off, we have the AFMAO doll for $19.99. I'm not 100% sure how you say the name of this. I think it's AFMAO, but it is a blind box thing, not the doll, but AFMAO. They have squishies and stress balls and plushies and all that, and now they have a doll. She's really, really cute. I think she's the only one of her kind right now, but she's still really, really pretty. Next, I have the Glow Up Girls for $19.99. I don't know if you can get these in store. I've never personally seen them in store ever. I know eventually at one point they were, but I don't know when or if they still are. But they're very beautiful. I really, really like this line a lot. I've ranked every doll in this line already, and so if you want to watch those, go ahead. But really, really cute. I like them a lot. Hit up Amazon if you're interested. Next, I have the Style Bay dolls for $19.99 each. These are a fun idea. They're kind of like paper dolls meets fashion dolls. Their bodies are sticky, kind of plastic. They're thin. You can't really tell in this picture, but they're paper dolls with heads. And their faces are beautiful. Their hair is beautiful. The fashion's really cool. I personally would prefer a real body, but if you're into rebodying dolls, I've seen rebodies of these and they're stunning. Otherwise, if you're into the paper doll thing, that's cool too. Speaking of rebodying dolls, next is Made to Move Barbie for $16.99. There are several different kinds of Made to Move Barbie, but this seems to be the most universal ones I've seen. These are beautiful on their own. I really, really like them. Their faces are really pretty, and they have so much articulation. It's not even funny. They're so good. But, like I said, if you're into rebodying dolls, these doll bodies make great bodies to do that with. Next, I have the Fresh Beats dolls for $17.99. I talked about the Fresh dolls earlier. These are the Fresh Beats. Super, super beautiful. I love their faces and their large heads. Their style is really fun. I think there's 2 more coming out soon, but this is what they have for now. Very, very beautiful. Highly recommend. Tons of articulation. Next up, we have Pixelines for $17.99. There are 2 that are higher priced that are more deluxe. I think they're like $24.99, but these 3 and the Walmart exclusive are all $17.99. I don't really know why I didn't include her in the picture, but here's these 3. These are super, super fun. I love the packaging. They have that same water aspect where it's kind of like a magical potion you're supposed to create kind of a thing. It's really fun. Another great gift to give to someone that's going to be doing this with other people. Really, really beautiful dolls. I like these a lot. Next up, we have the LOL Tweens for $19.99. I think some of them are $17.99 too, if I'm not mistaken. But these are really, really beautiful as well. They're like an in-between for the LOL Surprise and the LOL OMGs. They are the tweens. I think they're really beautiful. LOL always has amazing fashion. The articulation's great. The faces are beautiful. These are really good gifts. Next up, we have Monster High for $24.99. There are some that are $29.99, but the core dolls, like the ones pictured here, are $24.99. If these are within your budget and you're only going to pick up $1 as a gift, this is my recommendation because Monster High is my favorite. I love them so, so much. I feel like $25 is a super fair price for these. They're gorgeous. Love the articulation, love the fashion, love the faces. Love everything about them. We all know Monster High is my favorite. Next, we have the LOL OMGs for $24.99, the big sisters to the tweens. These dolls are really, really beautiful. I, again, love their articulation, love the faces, love the fashion. LOL fashion is like top notch. These dolls are always really beautiful. I really like them. LOL has grown on me quite a bit recently. I've not been the biggest LOL fan forever, but they've really grown on me. If you're into LOL and you're into rankings, I'm currently doing a ranking of all the LOL series on my channel, so if you're still not subscribed yet and this is your first video, pause here and subscribe. Next up, I have the Barbie Extras. They are also $24.99. These dolls are gorgeous. Like, they just really are. I love their faces. Their articulation's amazing. Their style's beautiful. I'm not the biggest Barbie fan. I do like Barbies, but I'm not really a collector of them. These make me want to do that. I only own one. She's really beautiful. I like them a lot. Next up, I have Fidgy Friends for $24.99. These dolls are really cute. I like their faces a lot. The whole fidget aspect, though, is not really my thing, so this isn't a gift that I personally would enjoy getting, but I do have several people in my life that really like these. Honestly, they're kids, but they do also know of adults that really like these. Facially, these dolls are beautiful. I would probably just redress them, honestly, but I really, really like them. I think they're really good gifts. They're cute. Next up, I have the classic Disney dolls. These dolls are purchased at the Disney store. They do have several other princesses and several characters like Wendy and Meg from Hercules, that kind of thing. I love these. I'm a huge Disney person, but I don't really own any Disney dolls because honestly, I don't have dolls in my collection that aren't like articulated and posable. So I'm kind of out for the Mattel ones. And then I'm not spending hundreds of dollars on the collector ones. I did not know these existed for the longest time. Now that I do know that, I want them all. So I really, really like these. They're $19.99, but I do believe they're on sale for $15.99 currently as I'm making this video. So go get them. Next up, we have the Barbie movie dolls from the Playline collection. They are $24.99 each. These dolls are really well done. We all know the Barbie movie took the world by storm this year, and I'm sure a lot of people would still love these as gifts. I like them a lot. The articulation's beautiful. The faces are gorgeous. The clothing is amazing. They're really, really good dolls. And our final section for this video is the $26 to $35 range. Starting us off with Shadow High and Rainbow High for $26.99. These dolls are stunningly beautiful. They have done amazing since they've been out. I really, really enjoy these dolls. I would love to receive these as gifts. This is my number 2 recommendation. If they're in your budget and you're only getting like 1 or 2 for some people or for yourself, this is my number 2 recommendation. Love these so, so much. And we have Bratz dolls for $26.99. I've recently rediscovered my love for Bratz dolls, and it's a problem because now I want them all. I adore Bratz. I know I said I don't have dolls that aren't articulated in my collection, but Bratz is the exception, and it always has been. I don't know why, but there's something about these dolls that's honestly probably nostalgia, but there's something about these dolls that makes me need them immediately. Next up, we have the Disney Illy dolls for $29.99. These dolls are stunningly beautiful and really well made. I love their faces, their hair's gorgeous, the outfits are super cute. They are Disney bounding characters, so if you have someone in your life or you personally love Disney, then you'll like these. If you don't care about Disney but you love dolls, you probably still like these because they're really well done. I love both the originals and these. They do look kind of different. The original was done by Disney and have inset eyes. These new ones that are pictured here are by Jack Specific and do not have inset eyes. Next up, we have Mermaids for $32.99 each. You can find these for much cheaper than that. Honestly, these are no longer sold in stores because they were discontinued, sadly, because they are stunningly beautiful. These faces are phenomenal. I really, really like mermaids. But I found one today in TJ Maxx for $14.99, so they really are pretty cheap, honestly, right now. You can find them on Amazon, TJ Maxx, Tuesday mornings, Marshalls, that kind of thing. Sometimes you can still find them at Walmart's, so definitely keep your eyes open because these are really worth it, especially when you find them on sale. And for my last recommendation, I have the Disney Story dolls. They are $29.99 each. This is kind of the replacement for the classic dolls, but these are beautiful. They are very similar looking to the classic dolls, but they do have this like background with all their boxes that you can pose them in, and it's really cute. Also, they come with accessories and second outfits. I adore these. I want them all. They have several other characters, not as many as the classic dolls have, but still a ton. I like them a lot. I think they're really worth it. So that is my doll gift guide for every budget. It's December now, so I thought this was a perfect time to put this out there for whatever holiday you celebrate. I hope you have a great one. And let me know in the comments what's like number one on your doll list for Christmas, whatever you celebrate. And let me know what you're buying as gifts this year. Yeah, that's everything. Don't forget to like this video before you go. Subscribe so you don't miss out on any more of my future videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.